Kia ora men. So to create these safe spaces to explore who we really are, to transform into better versions of ourselves, we need some agreements and values that we all live by, and it makes things run a whole lot smoother and keeps it safe for everyone in the container. And so, what better way to do this than using the word provider, which has such depth and meaning? So, we'll use all the initials in the word provider, which gives us an acronym: presence, reverence, ownership, valor, integrity, discretion, expression, and reciprocity. And these codes, they don't just apply to the retreat, they're important for the retreats, for the online circles. They're also a transformational reminder about the values that we can all live by to be better men. So I'm going to speak to each one by one as we go along. So P. P is for presence. Show up. Use eye contact. It's nothing worse when you're on an online circle and you see someone multitasking. It's like, are you here? Put yourself in the center of the screen and use your eye contact. Listen. Bring all of you. Bring your ears. Bring your heart. Bring your eyes. Turn your phone off when you're coming to an in-person retreat. Even if you're just hopping on my boat for the day, it's good to turn your phone off, turn any distractions off, be in the moment. These opportunities to be fully immersed in nature are rare. Make the most of it. The best thing we can do as men is be present for those around us. So coming into these spaces, it's like going to the gym. It's training for showing up and being present in your relationship with your beloved, your relationship with your whānau, your family, and your relationship with your colleagues, your relationship with your children, your relationship with nature. So step into presence. R is for reverence, and it really speaks to the heart of the word provider. Provider on the concept that nature is our provider. We're constantly in communion with it. So walk lightly on this earth. So this concept of reverence is recognizing all nature is living, all beings as intelligent beings. So only take what you need. Everything Tangaroa is looking after in the moana in the ocean is alive. The trees are alive. And just like we walk on this earth, we come into these spaces as men, and we need to be very careful about how we talk about wahine, about women, and also how we act towards them. So just as the earth in indigenous knowledge and ancient culture is feminine and sacred, so are our wahine. So reverence is intertwined with this principle of Katiakitanga, or guardianship. And to be a katiaki, it's all very well and good to say we look after the earth, we're sustainable, but first we need to really feel and acknowledge the sacred connection we have to everything in nature. And we're a part of nature too, right? So part of reverence and acknowledging the sacred is, what are we putting into our bodies? It's one of the reasons we don't have alcohol on our retreats. Okay? We need to do this work sober. Sometimes it hurts. We're not numbing it down. It's also why do we don't smoke tobacco, cigarettes, or vapes on our retreats? We're careful with the air we're breathing. We're breathing pure air like nature intended. Reverence is about how we speak and the words we choose. Be careful with how you speak about yourself, because you create your reality. Ownership. Take responsibility for your choices, your current state in life, your position in life. You are the sum of your choices. So don't be coming into these spaces blaming everyone else for where you are in life. It's time to take action. And when something needs doing, own it. You are the master of your own ship, so take the wheel. In our retreats, I'm really only steering the walker. So everyone else is taking some ownership and pedaling it along. And so you see a dishwasher that's been on and it's done, unpack it. Need some dishes, see some dishes that need doing, get stuck in and do it. Our retreats aren't necessarily a luxury getaway. It's everyone mucking in to do the mahi. And by everyone mucking in, we get to do the real work. Valor. Valor really speaks to the heart of men. Courage is in our DNA. Our ancestors went on these big voyages. They went into battles. They faced down the lions and the tigers. What does courage really mean when we step into these spaces, though? Some of it is about having the courage to, get in the water when it's cold. But courage really is about leading from the heart and having the courage to keep your heart open when it hurts, the courage to lean into hard discussions, the courage to bring up the thing that you've never really talked to anyone about that keeps you up at night. It's the courage to do hard things daily as well that build your resilience. We are the things we do most regularly. It's the courage to set the boundaries and to say no, and the courage to speak up when you know something is not right. Integrity is about doing what you say you're going to do. Integrity is about aligning your values with your actions. So, going back to the first value, we talked about presence. Can say you have presence, but then if you're sneaking a look at social media while you're having your kai or dinner, are you really living up to it? It's aligning your walk with your talk. It's approaching life and your relationships with honesty, choosing your words wisely and speaking the truth. These spaces that we step into are spaces of non-judgment, and there's a good reason is in this world people are so busy criticizing other people without really doing the work themselves. By not judging, others trust that they can say anything. And when you just are there listening and not judging, the further and deeper men go, the more they're really going to open up and really say is what is in their heart. And sometimes that may take a little bit of time. But if they're judged straight away, they'll just shut up. Integrity means staying that path and not compromising our core values to get a quick result. So when the going gets really tough and you get triggered, something comes up, are you going to stick to your values? For example, of sobriety, of not drinking to numb things down, or are you just going to sit there and feel it? That's integrity. Discretion, probably the most important part of these safe spaces is any personal information shared in these spaces is confidential and private and does not leave the group. Once everyone agrees to this and honors it, the floodgates open and it all comes out because men trust that what is said is not going to leave the group. Loose lips sink ships. Also, when you leave a retreat, circle or call, use your discretion to share any newfound wisdom because not everyone is ready for it. You might feel enlightened when you come out of these spaces, but just go slowly and be aware that not everyone is on the same playing field, all right? So the best way to show others or teach others isn't necessarily spouting this wisdom, it's doing the work to embody what you've learnt and by leading by example. Expression. Opportunities like this are rare to express yourself, to express your feelings. So tell others how much you appreciate them. Practice expressing how much your beloved means to you, your family means to you. This is a chance to open up the throat chakra and express yourself. Express the gifts that you've been given in this life. Don't hide them away. Don't be shy. Express yourself. Depression is an epidemic in this country and around the world. And part of depression is just being stuck and not expressing yourself and your gifts. Depression is the opposite of expression. So express yourself. Reciprocity. This is the chance to step into the mutual exchange of energy and the power of the collective. A new way of being on this earth. You get what you put in. So give without expecting to receive, but be open to receiving in return. So many men give, but they're not open to receiving in return. This is the chance to tell yourself you are worthy. You are worthy to receive the goodness, the abundance. This is a chance to love yourself by being open to receive the goodness and the flow of abundance.